all and welcome back. In today's tutorial we'll be looking on a new topic called SOAP web services. So what is SOAP web services? I was getting a lot of requests that I should create some tutorials on integration, so I'm trying to start with the same. So this is the first part of integration, we can say. So let's see what is SOAP web services. So according to the ServiceNow docs, SOAP web services uh, SOAP web services is a simple object access protocol. Okay, this is a full form of SOAP. Okay, is an XML based protocol for accessing web services over HTTP. Okay, so it's just like a web service protocol like REST. REST is another one, SOAP is one. Okay, you can use the SOAP to access data on your instance. So if you want to integrate with any third-party tool like Jira, Microsoft, Azure, or you can consider on a lower scenarios, if you want to connect to a ServiceNow instance also, you can use a SOAP based web services. So available SOAP web services are WS1 compliant. Okay, this is a compliance if you don't want to fall into compliance and all that. Okay, so for creating this integration between two tools, right, we need certain things. First is like we need a WSDL. Okay, first we need source instance and target instance. Once it is defined, then we need a WSDL. What is WSDL? So as you can see, WSDL stands for Web Service Definition Language. It's like HTML is hypertext markup language. This is Web Service Definition Language. Okay, it's a format in which data can be represented. Okay, so all tables and imports dynamically generate WSDL. Okay, document that describe its table schema and available options. Okay, we will look into this in detail, how we can generate WSDL and all that. So for this tutorial purpose, we don't have Jira, right? I can't go with the Azure right now. So we will try to integrate to ServiceNow instances. So one ServiceNow instance will act like a source, and other ServiceNow instance will act as a target. And the use case is like we want to migrate incident. So we want once incident is created on instance A, which is a source instance, the same incident should get replicated on the source B, which is a target instance. Okay, so let's move on to practical demonstration. I don't want to go into this document and all that, but I will try to explain the entire documentation practically. Okay, so let's move to ServiceNow. So I have two instances. One is 93207. We will make it as a source instance, or we will make it as a target instance. Let's see. Okay, so we will make it as target instance. So whenever an incident is created on source instance, it will get replicated over here. And I have second instance, which is a red one. Okay, we will make it as a target instance, source instance, right? Okay, whenever incident is created on this particular instance, it will get replicated to the target instance. So how to proceed? First of all, before proceeding, right, on the actual integrations on target source instance, we will set up the target. Okay, to get all the inbound details, right? So how we can do that? Basically, this is our ServiceNow home page. Okay, you can say when we log into the ServiceNow, this is the interface which we can see. I was just creating one website, so I will just close it out. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to, on the filter navigator, you have to type web services. Okay, web services. Okay, and in web services application, you can see inbound, and in inbound you can create new. So for this instance, this is a target instance, right? The web service, the SOAP message will act as inbound because it's getting the request inside the instance, right, for creating a record. So this will act like an inbound. So you have to just go to create new. So as we have decided, we will go with a simple example of a table called incident. Okay, so I have just clicked on create new, but it didn't act. Let's click once again. So it's taking some time, I don't know why. Oh great, this is the worst thing which I want to see when I'm trying to create any tutorial. So okay, this is the interface when we click on the create new button. Okay, So here you can give the name of your integration of your inbound. Okay, so I will give demo incident. Perfect. Okay, now this names get auto populated. This is a label, this is a name, backend name. You know, you underscore means it's not a system configure, it's not an out of the box thing. Now what you have to do, don't go to global, application will be global for now. We have a checkbox called copy field from target table. So if we hover over that, okay, always hover on the field for which you want to get some information. Okay, so what it's telling, copy fields from, just a second, I will go copy field from an existing table for this web services. So we need all the web fields, right, which are existing in incident table, right? So I will check it. Create transform map also will keep it checked. Now on the target table, we have to select the target table key in which particular table we want to push the data. So for us it will be incident. So I will select incident. That's it. Okay, so this particular approach is, you can say, no code approach. I will call it as no code approach because no coding is required. It's pretty simple to integrate. Okay, you will love it. So once it's done, you can simply click on create. It's taking some time. I think I have loaded this instance with a lot of things. Okay, lot of development activities. That's the reason it's acting like this. So boom, it got created and it's like asking please create transformer. Okay, so over here we can see two related lists over here. Okay, auto map matching field and mapping assist. Okay, so just click on auto map matching field. If you click on that, so we can see as soon as we click on, we get an info message called field map created. Okay, let's see what is field map. So what it will do, it will pull all the fields out. Okay, all the fields out from the source table. Okay, from the target table, and it will create a kind of import set for the same. So you can see u underscore impact all the fields from the incident table. Okay, so this is all you want to do on a target system. So what exactly we are trying to achieve from this, right? So if you go over here, okay, if you go over here, I will show you what is the name of a demo incident, right? So now if I type demo incident, you can see a module got generated. Okay, and you can see user customized web service because we have customized it out, right? So it's showing user customized web service. If I open it out now, so basically we did all this configuration just to get this WSDL. Okay, this URL we wanted. Okay, so for this URL we have done all this kind of things. Okay, now as I was explaining, right, WSDL is a markup. Okay, okay, let me show you. Okay, there is another way to generate this WSDL. What you can do, you can simply go to the base URL. Okay, I will do incident.2. okay, incident.2. so it will open an incident record, and what you have to do, you can create it, simply remove the base URL. It will be base URL dot incident.2 question mark WSDL. Okay, and as soon as you click this is called as WSDL. So this is the WSDL. It's basically a XML representation where you can see all the fields and their values you can set over here. Okay, so this is how the WSDL looks like. Okay, so right now you can see it for all the records. Okay, so now this is done. This is all done on the now. We just need this WSDL URL. Okay, nothing else. Now let's move to the target system. So it's 93201. It was us. Sorry, let's move to the source system. Now on the source system, it's also pretty easy over there. I have just copied this WSDL. Okay, I'm just copying this WSDL. Now let's move to the target system. On the target system, we have to type in the application navigator called SOAP it's not bathing soap, okay, it's SOAP API, okay, SOAP. And we can see outbound SOAP message. So for source instance it will act like an outbound because it will be throwing something out. Outbound is if you are throwing something out from your system, it's outbound. Inbound is like if you're catching something to your system, it's inbound. Okay, that's how I memorize all the things out. So in outbound you can go for SOAP messages. We have REST message also, but we will see it in the coming tutorials. Okay, so click on the SOAP message. Okay, and let's create a new one. Okay, so we will give it some name, demo incident. So people, I observe, I got couple of comments, okay, if I'm using the same name, okay, in source and target instance, so people think that they have to use the common name. It's not like that. You can use any name. So I will just change the name. I will make it demo incident tutorial. Okay, now you can see the option WSDL, right? So in the WSDL I will put the WSDL which I copied from the source system. Okay, now we have download WSDL. I will make it check mutual authentication. Let's keep it as is accessible from, let's keep it from all this scope only because we are working global scope. Okay, nothing to worry. And authentication type. Okay, so on authentication type I will add basic authentication. Okay, and I just remembered that I forgot the username and password for this. Okay, I just reset the username and password. So let's set it out so you can see how it works also. So sys user is a table for where user is stored. I will go with list. I will be using admin account only. Okay, so I will type here, oh sorry, I have to look into this instance, right? No, perfect, admin. So I will update the username password for this. So let it make it pretty easy because I always forget it out. So I will take 1 2 3 4. I have made it 1 2 3 4. Okay, let's move to the source system again. So we came over here, we selected the authentication type, go to basic. Now it's asking me for basic auth profile. Okay, so what is basic auth profile? A basic auth profile containing the user ID password to send the HTTP request. Okay, so basically if you are entering if you want to access someone's locker, right, you should know first of all whose locker is this, right? So it's username, and first what is the password of that locker. So instance also act like a locker only. So what we can do, we can click over here and you can click on new. Okay, new, because we are creating a new one, and you can give it a name, demo. I will give another name over here also. Okay, incident SOAP. Okay, I will give username as admin, also 1 2 3 4, right? Okay, I will submit it out. Now you can see this particular user got selected over here. Sorry, not user, basic auth profile. Now I will save it out. Okay, now once we have saved it out, okay, we have given the WSDL URL and all that. So now you can see we got a link called generate sample source SOAP message. So as you can see, SOAP message is preferred because it's a no coding approach. Okay, basically, so when you want a simple insert, okay, and you don't want to you just want to go with the configuration which is best suited when we are on the ServiceNow platform, right? ServiceNow always recommend to go with configuration rather than customization. Okay, so there we use SOAP message. So you just click on the generate sample SOAP message. Okay, so I clicked on the same. Let's see, it show what it does. It downloads the WSDL from this URL, okay, of the target instance. Okay, so you can see the entire WSDL what I have shown you over there got download over here. Okay, and you can see it will auto generate all the methods also. So now we have insert, get. Insert is like when we want to insert a data, get is like when we want to get a data. Okay, Update is updating a data. Delete multiple, you can delete multiple records from it. Get keys is also one. Delete record, we want to delete one record. Get records means you want to get multiple records. Okay, so for this particular tutorial, and this is an import set. Okay, this is an import set we got created. So for this particular tutorial we will be focusing on insert, right? So I will open this insert one in a new tab, so you can see this is how it looks like. Okay, this is SOAP action UI, SOAP action endpoint, all this thing. Here what you have to do, simply, we are not going with met servers and all that, right? You have to simply do one thing. You have to select authentication as basic. Now basic authentication, what will be our authentication type, right? So we have created a user called demo incident SOAP. We'll select that only. And now you can see there are a lot of fields. Okay, these are all the fields on the incident record. So I don't want to go with all the fields, right? So we'll check for few. We will take active. Okay, so as you can see, everything is optional, right? So we can remove certain. So what I want to do, I will have active. Then what else? I want description, because this is pretty visible, right? So I will take, you can take anything, but I will visible. Sorry, okay, to remove this also. What else you want to see? Number. Let's take number, because people raised inquiries in the past in the organization where I am working, that what if we have defined some number format, and if we are trying to push a number which is in different format from, then will it impact, or it will go in a sequential manner only. So that's why I have taken this. Then we don't want this. Let's go with the priority also, because people will have concern. Can I go with choice list? Okay, priority. That's it for now. Okay, I will remove all other stuff. Okay, so we have now active, description, number, priority. Perfect. Okay, you can remove the spaces. Sorry, you can remove the spaces if you want. Now what you can do, you can simply save it out. Once you save, okay, now we are looking into these 4 attributes. Okay, now you can see on related links we have certain options called auto generate variables. It will, what exactly it do? People ask so stupid question of what exactly it does in the comment. Okay, just go and hover on the same. So what it does, generate variable substitution entries for all template variables such as $DDD. It's pretty, so it's generating a variable, test variables. Okay, previous script will provide previous script, refresh, so it will refresh all this thing and test. We can test it out. So first of all, let's generate the variable. Okay, as we can see, there are no variables over here. So if I click on auto generate variables, so what it's doing, so it has created variable substitution for attributes which are there in a envelope. Okay, so I have taken 4 only, so it generated for 4. Okay, now we want to test it, right, before we put it in a business rule and run. Okay, always test it out whether it's working or not. So let's give it a test value. We can give test values over here. So let's give active equal to true. I will give active equal to true. Description equal to, this is SOAP message incident. Okay, then number, let's give something bullshit. Okay, C 0007007 James Bond incident. Okay, and priority, I forget the priority. Okay, let's try to get the priority. What incident dot list. We'll go to the incident list because we want to see. I will close these tabs out. Let's open one of the incident and let's check for the priority value. Where's priority? Okay, yes, priority. Show choice list, and if I type table incident, okay, it's coming from task table then. So what is the priority? Whenever I'm creating it should be critical, right? So we will keep it as 1. Okay, and now let's test it out. So as soon as you click on test, okay, so just check for 200 means it's successful. Okay, so okay, 200, we got 200. Now how to check whether it has created or not? Okay, how to check that a person has entered your room or not? Just go and jump to that room itself, right? So we'll go to the target table. Right now we can see we have 82 incidents. If I click on refresh list, you can see one more incident got created. It's called 83, and let's check the attribute. Okay, so what was the last one I have created? If I created, so why the priority came as 5? Good question, right? I keep it as this. Okay, for a reason I will show you. Okay, I'll show you. Because first of all, let's check for, so you can see incident number can be changed, right? The description came as okay 001. Okay, then what else we have set? What was that? Incident description number also we checked. Active is true. Priority is 5. Why 5? Good question, right? Because priority is not, it's not set on its own. Okay, it's dependent on impact and urgency. I will prove it to you. So I will set it to high. See, the priority got changed. So whenever you want to set the priority, you should set impact and urgency, not the priority. Okay, keep this in mind. So this is how, let's forget about priority as of now. So we can see the record got created. Okay, now we are in the middle of the use case. We have not done any kind of coding now. Now what we have to do, whenever an incident got created in a source instance, it should get replicated on our target instance. For that, if you are my subscriber, you must be knowing we will go with the business rule, right? It's an on after business rule. Now you came to me, oh, Amit, you told that it's not a scripting, right? But now when it comes to business rule, we have to do the scripting. But I will keep my words till now. Okay, so what we have to do, just go a step back. Okay, first of all, let's go to the incident table. I will go to incident dot list, and over here we'll right click, configure business rule. Always you should create, whenever you want to push something to another instance, you should always create a sync business rule or on after business rule. You should not create before business rule, because you don't want to push the data to target system before it gets stored in your system, right? It's foolish. So we'll click on new. I will give it as name as demo. People think whenever it comes to business rule, it's always coding, right? Yeah, most of the time, but you can avoid it. Demo SOAP integration. Yeah, so as you can see, I am giving names completely different at each and every place, so that people will not use that brains, okay, to a great extent and create a mess. So I have checked that at once. What we want to do, as I told, I will not go with the async. Let's go with the after. What we want after every insert, right? So I've selected insert, and then we'll go to advanced. Now we have to write a script, right? Nope. What we'll do, we will go onto this SOAP message, okay? And you can see over here preview script usage, right? Click on this preview script usage, and what it will do, it will create a script for you. Isn't it amazing, right? Yeah, I know, it's amazing. So you can simply copy these particular things out, go to the new record. Let's see what exactly the script is doing. Okay, so we have given the script. Okay, so what exactly it's doing? It's calling that SOAP message which we have created, which is demo incident tutorial. Okay, and insert method from that particular message, and here it's setting that parameters. So now it's hard-coded one, right? Because this is coming from a test value. So let's replace it out. So for active it will be current dot get value of active. In the similar way we'll take for number also. Similar way we will update it for description. The similar way we'll go priority. I will comment it right now because we know what's the reason behind that. Okay, so let's go with number and description. Pretty easy, right? Now what I will do, I will save it out, and now let's try to create an incident. So I will simply go incident dot do. People are asking me what all shortcuts I'm using on a keyboard, right? So I'm planning to create one tutorial on the same also. So this is all we have. So I will select able tutor. Okay, I will give short description, and this is my SOAP incident short description. Why I'm giving this much? Because I want to show that not everything will get carried over. Okay, the things which we have given, only that will be carried over. So let's check. I will remove the short description. So we have given description only, right, over here, right? So only description will be copied, right? Not short description. So let's save it out. So as soon as I save this record, what it will do, it will insert this record in the database of this instance. Then it will run the business rule, it will call the SOAP message, and it will push that particular record to the target system. So save, come on. Okay, it got saved. Now let's go to the target instance. Again we will go to the incident. We can see we have 83 incidents till now, right? So I will refresh the list, and now you can see we got it to the 84. Okay, and you can see short description is not populated because we have not given the short description, but the description got populated. See, in the similar way you can give any number of field what you want to provide. Okay, so it's pretty easy, right? I don't know why people think that integration is really complex. Okay, this is taboo. Okay, when you are working with integration, that integrations are always complex, but what I feel, integration is much more easier than working on normal code, because with integration we have set of steps which we have to follow, and it will never change. You have to just follow the step accurately, like this tutorial when you want to do SOAP integrations, right? So this is all for today's tutorial. I will try to come up with more tutorials on integration going forward. Till then, stay safe, stay happy. Okay, stay with me in this journey of ServiceNow learning. We'll learn new things. If you want something to be some kind of tutorial from my side, just post it in the comment. Till then, like, follow, subscribe. Have a nice